I'm going to share 3 tips with you guys today to live fully during the holiday season without completely wrecking yourself. And we're going to do this by being intentional with how we are celebrating, what we're enjoying, what we're not enjoying.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Nourished and Thriving Show. I'm your host, Katie Lovett. I'm a registered dietitian on a mission to help you increase your impact and legacy on the world while healing your gut and reducing your IBS symptoms. I'm so grateful to have you here. Each week, I'll inspire you to live vibrantly and provide valuable resources and information that empowers you to take bold action towards your health goals. Before we dive in, make sure you follow or subscribe to my show wherever you're listening so you never miss an episode. Ready? Let's go!
Hey everybody, I'm so glad you're listening today. We are so close to the holiday season and really in the middle of it, right? And after Thanksgiving, I heard from some people, and I've heard in years past that, they just felt full of regret after the holiday season passed, or they felt kind of like they were on the outside looking in while everyone else it was fully living and enjoying the holidays and everything that came with it. They just felt like they were kind of an outsider because of their gut issues. They weren't able to fully participate and enjoy this time of year, which it's the most wonderful time of the year, right? But if you have a hot mess gut, you can feel like an outsider, or you can say whatever, throw all caution to the wind and fully enjoy, but then you're left feeling even worse. And then come January, your body is like, done, right? And your symptoms are worse than they've ever been. So what can you do? Like, it seems like there's 2 extremes here, where you have the one extreme of where you're just not really partaking. You're not participating. Maybe you've thrown all caution to the wind in years past and it hasn't gone well for you. So this year you're like stepping back and you're like, nope, that's not for me. You guys go do, I'll just sit back and watch. Or you're on this other end where you're like, whatever, I feel horrible anyway. I'm just going to go live my life and do all the things. You just end up feeling worse at the end of the day. And I don't want either of those things for you. I want you to live vibrantly and fully and, have that wonderful impact and bring that light to the world that you were created to bring. And you can't do that if you're on either ends of the spectrum. I am very much a middle of the road person, pretty much in every aspect of my life. Sometimes making a decision can be really challenging for me because I can see so clearly both sides and see how they both make sense and see the challenges or shortfalls of both of those extremes. But sometimes being in the middle of the road is really good, and finding the right balance to where you are fully enjoying, fully soaking up the holiday season without completely sabotaging your body and wrecking yourself is really good, right? I think that that's what we're all after at the end of the day, if we really step back and think about it. But you may not know how to achieve this. It may feel out of reach for you, or like something that's other people can do, but it's not for you, or it looks so effortless for other people. And so you don't see maybe that they're being intentional with how they're enjoying the holiday season too. So I'm going to share 3 tips with you guys today to live fully during the holiday season without completely wrecking yourself. And we're going to do this by being intentional with how we are celebrating, what we're enjoying, what we're not enjoying. Okay. And there's a lot more tips on this, right? This is what I talk about with my gut rehab clients all the time. If you're interested in getting some more personalized help and hearing, the full list of tips and helping you come up with a plan for yourself, I am taking new clients for the new year for January and February. So reach out and let's just start talking now, because I do book up. I don't work with a ton of people at once because I like to provide a lot of support to the people that I do work with. But it's best to just get those conversations started now, and see what would work for you. So the first tip that I am going to give you to find that holiday balance where you're living fully and enjoying, but not like going overboard and really feeling like regretful at the end that you went crazy. The first one is enjoy only the treats that you absolutely love. How many times have you found yourself eating a Christmas cookie, eating a Christmas candy, eating a meal that is holiday inspired? And so you eat it, but it's not really something you care about or really love. Don't waste your energy on that, right? Don't take a risk with your body and how it's going to respond to something you don't even really care about, that you're just doing because it's there. The cookie tray is sitting out at the office, or you're at a party and they have, candy or holiday cocktails there, and you just grab one without really thinking or caring, and it's not something that you really enjoy. That's like a hard pass for me, right? I'm only here to show up and fully enjoy things. I'm not going to eat something that I know isn't the best for my body if I don't even like it that much, right? So I really encourage you to do the same, make a list. Like, what are the top 3 holiday treats that you just absolutely love, that are your favorites? And the cool thing about this is you may think of something that you love, but that nobody ever makes. Like for me, I love apple pie. It was never a pie that was made when I was growing up. It is my favorite pie. And so now, like, knowing, hey, that is my favorite pie, I might make an apple pie, right? Because I know it may be something that other people don't love as much and it may not be made. So stuff like that. You may remember a favorite cookie recipe that you tried once 10 years ago that isn't one that's in the normal rotation. You can add it in and really enjoy it. And, whenever you are eating it, right, we're going to follow our good digestion tips where you're chewing it really well. You're really thinking about what the food is going to taste like before you even take your first bite, because that's going to stimulate cephalic digestion, is what it's called. And that's where your stomach actually releases stomach acid before you even start eating. And that's actually a good thing. If you've ever struggled with heartburn, you might be thinking, like, why would I want my stomach to have acid in it without food? It's because it helps to stimulate the digestive process and prepare to receive that meal. So it's actually a really good thing. So think about how delicious it smells. It's so easy to do that in the holiday because we use all of those really aromatic spices like cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger. Think about how amazing it's going to feel. Let your mouth water, and your stomach is going to start getting ready for that food or that beverage that you're going to enjoy. And then enjoy it. Don't be stressed. Don't be in a rush. Don't shove it all in your face. Like, really take your time chewing each bite, enjoying it, thinking about all of the delicious flavors. And you're going to enjoy it even more than if you had just eaten it without thinking about how delicious it was. So I am all about enjoying our food, right? I don't think we should be on restrictive diets. I don't think we should do like super bland, boring things. And like, here's my plate of steamed spinach that I hate, but it's good for me, so I'm going to shovel it in. No, not my game, not my deal. But whenever we eat things, whether they're healthy or and supportive of our health, or they're just treats that we enjoy to eat, we should enjoy them, especially if they're treats, right? That's why they're called treats. So that's the first tip. Enjoy only the treats that you absolutely love. The second one, you've heard it before, but it's so important. I'm going to say it again. Stay hydrated, right? We're busy. We're running. I was crazy last week. We had so many things going on. We had our local Christmas market. I had, stuff going on for work. I was volunteering at the schools. I did not hydrate as well as I should have. Like, it is just as easy for me to fall off of that as it is for you guys. But stay hydrated. Whenever we're eating more sugar, more processed foods, hello drive-throughs, because you're like running from one thing to the next and you're not even home to prepare meals this time of year sometimes. And some holiday spirits and cocktails, they can really do a number on your gut and your whole body. So just making sure that you're sipping water throughout the day to help offset this and help your body be more resilient to those things that aren't as supportive as of our health, is going to really do a lot for you. So, I think just having I like having a bigger cup because I'm not having to refill it as often, but like a 24, 32 ounce cup, drink 3 of those a day, 4 of those a day, whatever you feel like is best. Don't, if you're drinking like 8 ounces a day, start drinking like 4 32-ounce things of water a day. Gradually increase it if you want. If not, just maintain where you're at, but just don't like get super dehydrated and, expect your body to not feel the effects of it. So staying hydrated. My general rule, I get asked this a lot, is coffee. I have my super cute, for you guys watching my YouTube, my super cute new coffee mug that has Christmas trees and presents on it. I do drink coffee. I enjoy a cup a day. I get asked about coffee, caffeinated tea, and alcohol, if they count towards water, if you have to drink double the water to make up for drinking them because they can be dehydrating. I honestly just count them as neutral. I don't really count water towards my daily intake, or if I have a glass of wine, it doesn't count towards my daily intake. Same with like an iced tea or something. But I don't make myself drink double for that. I just make sure that I'm drinking, water as well. The time where, we need to really look at it is I've had people drinking. I live in Texas, right? So people love their iced tea here. So I've had people just sipping their iced tea all day long and not actually drinking water. That's like a situation where I'd say, let's try and back off of that tea a little bit and try and increase the water. But if you're having, one iced tea, one, glass of wine, 1 cup of coffee a day, stuff like that, I don't really count that for or against water. Just drink your water. Add some lemon juice, add some lime juice, add some grapefruit juice, whatever you need to, zhuzh it up a little bit so that you can enjoy it. We just talked about, I'm all about enjoying it. I don't want you to force yourself to drink water if you hate it. But yes, staying hydrated is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is savor each moment. Take deep breaths, soak it all in, and choose joy over stress. We are in control of our thoughts and our feelings. We are not in control of other people's thoughts or their feelings, or even our circumstances sometimes. All we can control is ourselves. There have been several instances this month where I have sent out a prayer and said, God, help me to choose joy right now because I am really choosing stress. Or, thinking about, is this how I want to show up for my family? If you're feeling stressed or frazzled or irritated with all of the things, just asking yourself, is this how I want to show up for them? Is this what I want to do? And you can change that, and not putting expectations on other people to change the way they're showing up because you're changing the way you're showing up. No, it doesn't work like that, but you can choose joy for yourself. And whenever you do those things, it helps with your gut health too, because we know we just talked a lot in a different episode about the gut-brain connection. We know there's a really big connection, both physically and non-physically, between our brains and our gut and our minds and our hearts and our guts. And so if you're, doing all of the things with your food and supplements and all of that, but your heart and your mind are not in a good place, your gut's going to show the effects of that too. So manage that stress and focus on enjoying the season. Focus on how you're showing up. It doesn't have to be like I'm doing all of these super fun activities every single day. It's just how you're being, right? Choosing joy in all of that. So those are my top 3 tips for you guys for enjoying the holidays with a hot mess gut this year. Enjoying treats that you love, staying hydrated, and managing your mind and choosing joy. So I hope these were helpful for you. Let me know and make sure to tune in, check out my YouTube, check out my Instagrams, come say hi. If this is something that you want to focus on for 2023 and really get personalized coaching and come up with a personalized plan and honestly show up as a completely different version of yourself at the end of 2023, this time next year in 1 year, reach out and let's start talking now, because this change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes consistency, and it's time to start working on it right now. So we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much for listening to the entire episode. I hope you are feeling inspired and empowered to take bold action towards your health goals. If you enjoy what you heard, don't forget to follow my show so you never miss a new episode. And it would mean the world to me if you left me a review so others knew what to expect from my show. Last, get in touch. Let me know what bold action you're taking. Let me know how you're inspired. Follow me on Instagram at the_healthygut_dietitian. I've put a link in my show notes for you so you can simply click and follow. Come say hi. I respond to all my messages and I can't wait to get in touch.